Interlake, and this is live today. Yes, it is. So today is Sunday, the 7th of June, 2026. Oh, God. This month is just flying by again, again, again. Let me see here if I can do is that a little bit better. I think that's a little bit better. So on Sundays, well, most Sundays out of the month, I do a live. There's one Saturday that I do a live instead of the Sunday, but that's not for 2 weeks. So just so I'll be reminding everyone as time goes on. Let me see here. Get this. That's better. All righty. So today I am working here on Jesus the Good Shepherd. And I'm going to see how I'm going to do on this. I had found another one that I was going to perhaps work on, but I thought, you know what? I I really should get one done before I go and work on another one. So, yeah. So otherwise there's so far nothing. We had a really bad thunderstorm go through here. The power flicked off a couple of times already this morning. Lots of lightning and I think maybe hail and that. So, yeah. So, anyways, hello. Yeah, who's there? Exie, Christina. Ah, there she is. There's my girlfriend. How are you doing, Christina? We on for after? Hope so. My IBS is kind of acting up too. I barely made it back from church. So I'm hoping it'll be okay. But if not, if you find me just going fast, going on a run, okay, that sounds good. I spoke with Carol on Friday, and or maybe it was Thursday, I can't remember, whatever day. And she figured she was going to be here too. So that's good. So, yeah. So we'll see how my tummy holds up. But if it is that I got to run, I got to run. So, but it was dark outside. And when we were in church, the lights flickered. And so it's, we'll see how it goes. If by chance this goes off, I'll try and come back on. But if we're getting close in the last half hour, then I won't. I'll just that'll be it. So because it takes so long for it to reboot and all of that. So, but yeah. So you still stitching on South American Angel? How's that coming along for you? Not sick of it yet, huh? I know. I'm the same. If I put it away, I'm not going to finish it. It's not gonna. Yeah, there are storm chasers in Canada. Yeah, there are. I know there are some here in Manitoba, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch them, so no. I know there's probably a lot more out in Alberta and Saskatchewan, Western Saskatchewan. So, I mean, we do get nasty weather here, but like we had 4 tornadoes. Was it last week or something? I haven't stitched on it this week. Why not? Why not? You starting something new? I I had been working here on. This is how far I got on Time Traveler. All busy at work. So this is Time Traveler. This is how far I've got. And yeah, I wanted to. I had. I'm just going to show you here because just because it's right here. It's coming along. Oh well, that's good. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, this was one I was thinking of making because I found it and I hadn't worked on it. Oh gosh, in quite a while. No, just a minute. I get these instant headaches. So this is what I had been working on. This is my oldest printed whip. I started this back in 2010, and I have not worked on it for quite a while, but I found it. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, I'd like to get back to it. Um, but there's so many others that I'd like to get back to as well. So, yeah, I don't know. Lady in the Woods. That's right. Lady in the Woods. That's what she is. For sure, for sure. I don't know where the printed thing is, but the pattern. Yeah, I don't know. So I still have not received my link from fairycrostitch.com for the PDF. I don't know how they're going to send it. I don't know really much about it. Um, I think I don't know. I don't know. I think what they're going to probably do is they're going to put a piece of paper in there saying this is the link to it and send it. That's like in the mail with the other stuff. That's what I'm thinking. Today we were pretty poor for church. However, that being said, there was, you should feel them PDF are instant usually, but I am thinking that somehow they're going to, I don't know. I'll check on it. I'll check on it. But today we had some people, 6 people. They um, they were related to somebody around here who passed away, and they um, one came from Austin, Texas. well, one part of the family, grandparents, came from Austin. The other family, I don't know where they are. So, yeah. So, which was kind of nice. So we spoke to them for a little bit. Too bad we didn't have mass, but we didn't have mass today. We just had a lay service. So, yeah. So that was kind of nice. One guy, he said, I've never been to Tim Hortons. And said, I went to Tim Hortons. I said, Tim Hortons is not what it used to be. Not at all. Not at all. And now they're trying to get that they want people to recommend a type of donut. And I would say instead of doing that, instead of investing your money into all of that, why don't you bring back good service? Why don't you bring back, you know, um, English speaking or French speaking people? I saw from your video you have chosen your project for next month. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Where is it? Wait a minute. Yes, wait a minute. Right here. I had to. Yeah. I thought that I am going to do this. Now, this is a cooler design. The picture is lousy, okay, because it's been printed off and the pattern's been printed off like hundreds of times and all of that. But, anyways, the next one I'm getting in the mail is autumn. I do have this in PDF. So if I'm really not happy with the colors, I can always see if I can, change it up for the other colors. And this is a painting fairy or fairycrosstitch.com pattern. Because in July, I mean, you can do Christmas in July. And this is kind of Christmas in July. I think this is Santa right here, I think. And but it's winter. So yeah. And this is a 16 count. So I thought, well, it's a good time to maybe try and work on one and see how I like it. And these are the threads. Right there. Right. Yeah. You can kind of see them. I do like these floss holders. And, the newest one that I just got, the one with the knight in shining armor, um, it had paper. And yeah. So this is going to be my July start. It is going to be the oh gosh, come on, get in there. I thought, I might as well start it. I need something, and I was looking around, and I was just like, do I want to? Do I, what is it that I want to do? And I thought, well, I wanted to try one, and what's that? I'm just trying to see what. Oh, that's this. Okay. Um, and I thought, well, I might as well do that one. So I am hoping to get all four of them. So, like I said, I have autumn coming. And like I said, it's a 16 count. And I did buy the pattern from Cooler Designs. And so, yeah. Oh, somebody wrote something. Great choice. I've chosen mine, but it's a secret. Ah, ah. I wonder what one you're going to pick. I know you don't like Christmas per se. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you will reveal all after. Tongue tied. So you will never guess. I will never guess, huh? Never guess. Is it a printed or is it accounted? Let's do that. Let's try it, narrow it down. Printed or accounted? So my tummy is still a rumbling here. Counted. Oh, wow. That could be anything. That could be anything. Because I don't know what you've got. I don't know all the ones that you've got. So I don't know. I don't know. I just figured I wanted something that I could try these out. And yeah, I know. Yeah, you always tease. Yeah, so but I wanted to try one of these printed ones. But I'm also glad that I got it as a PDF so that I can look at the PDF. And like I said, I bought it from Cooler Design. They had a sale on. And I'm going to see what the difference is between the the original PDF versus this one. I don't know if they classify this as a stolen image. Was it paid for? I know they do have some paid for, like Disney and Pokemon and that. They have those ones that are licensed. Yeah, licensed, right? Yeah. Please remember, thumbs up, people. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know who's all on here, but I'm sure we're going to get more on here as the morning progresses into this afternoon. So I did think of another question for today. And I think it was, I don't know, I was watching Steph from Just Keep Stitching Co. And I got to thinking, wow, that, that's a pretty good, like, because she always showcases what's coming up and what's new. So I'm going to put this out there. What do you think that the new big focus will be? Because I know in the States it's been the 250 and that's still going on. But hopefully it's going to wind down pretty soon because it's just, I want to see something else. I want to see something else because it's everybody and their dog has got, a foot in the game. And I would like to see something else. What do you think? Have you heard anything? Have you seen anything? What could be what's coming up? What is the where the designers are going to go and that. Any idea? The next focus will be Christmas. Yes. Well, no, not really. Not yet. Not yet. They're going to be going into autumn and Halloween and maybe a little bit of Thanksgiving. But, um, and then for Christmas. Yeah. I know there are some designers that are really going to bring it out for Christmas in July. Jonah, is your ear bothering you again? Leave your ear alone. Leave your ear alone, mister. But yeah, I don't know what the like, oh, is he finally moving that stupid tank? I'm wondering. Oh, I don't know, he's cutting it up. An old fuel tank over there. Like a for furnace oil. And I don't know I don't know what he's doing over there. Anyway, I'm always I'm always nosy about what's going on over here. But what do you think is the new big thing? Like, okay, where I was going was that, oh gosh, I don't know who it was, but they had done all these woodland creatures. So every month came out a different one. And I don't know if that was Plum Street Samplers or whoever. I don't know. But I don't know where the market is going to lead, where the designers are going to go for this year. I'm guessing summer stuff, strawberry. Yeah, but I mean, is there going to be a theme like what it was with um, the forest animals? And everybody was into the forest animals, making the little ones and all that kind of thing, right? Are they going to be doing like for a year long thing, like where it is that the designers, because they usually run in kind of cycles, and so I don't know. That's the thing. I did see Steph was showing today that there were outer space. There was one with the Earth and one with a UFO. Is that possible? Is it cryptids? Is it aliens? You know, is it going to be, I don't know, baskets? Is it going to be, something that they will carry over for, I don't know, the rest of the year or into next year or whatever? I don't know because everybody was focused on um, uh, the US 250, right? That's what they were focused on. That's what everybody was designing for. Right? What is it going to be now? Because it's personally, I'll be happy when it's gone because it's so saturated, the market. I don't think anybody wants to see it anymore. because it's just too much. It's just too much. So, is it going to be um, like stitching with the housewives? They did barns one year, and one year they did the Trucking Along series and things like that. That's what I'm curious about. Anybody have any predictions? Have you started to see something, and they are focusing on a certain topic? Or I know that Christmas is coming, and they're going to be starting to roll out the Christmas ones, but it's also going to be um, there's going to be autumn and Halloween. I know that's coming. But even that, you can get, like, one year was all Quakers. There were so many Quakers. And so I'm just rather curious as to you know, what the rest of 2026 into 27 will be. I just don't know. So that'll be good to get rid of that eyesore over there. Oh, he rolled it on its side. He's using some kind of a grinder or something. I don't know what he's going to do. It's been sitting there for the longest time, for years and years and years and years and years. I'm seeing a lot of primitive stuff in Biscorn, not my jam. Yeah, yeah, I know. Gigi is working on a Biscorn. Yeah, it's not my thing. It is not. I don't. I don't care for. They're nice. It's just not me. It is just not me. And what else did you say? Oh, primitive stuff. Yeah, that kind of goes in circles, right? Come on, there's 8 of you here. How about somebody else joining? 7 of you. Somebody dropped out. Yeah. I just, I don't know what, I have not seen where there's the direction that designers are going. I don't know. I don't know. It's, it just seems like when one or two designers, they start working on a certain theme, then all of a sudden others pick that up, right? So I don't. I do not know. I do not know. No, I don't. Remember a few years back, it was all about honeybees. Everything was honeybees, and everybody was doing um, designs with bees on it. Well, now that has. I mean, they're still popular, but It's kind of gone on the wayside. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I'd like to say, well, I guess the only thing we can really wait for is the Christmas designs coming up, or the autumn designs. I know that Stitching with the Housewives, I think they're doing Christmas in July. And then starting in August, I think they're going to start bringing out or working on autumn designs. So I don't know. I just thought, because I was thinking of that and I thought, well, and I go through and I look and see what it is. Like, I like, well, I really like that knight in shining armor that I got. And if even know where my, wait a minute. I got to plug you in here. I got to plug you in here. Otherwise, I could be dropping off here. Um, I don't even know where my phone went. Is that not something? Where I don't know where I left it. I have no idea where I left it. So, but there was a whole series in that with the night, and um, if I could find my phone, I could show you pictures of them. And I'd like to see that whole series come out, but then I'm partial to that, right? I am partial to that. So, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see what the Christmas designs are going to look like. Like, sometimes it is they focus in on Santa, or they will focus in on the Nativity, or it will be angels, or it will be songs, or it'll be, whatever. So I don't know. I don't know. It will be kind of nice to see, though. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Oh, leg is sore. So, yeah. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I just thought it was an interesting topic that maybe some of you could see some of the newest designs that are coming out. Are they going in one direction or another? And of course, I always like my ladies. Well, um, what is it here? This here is how far I got on my time traveler. So that's where I'm at. And I'll be working on that later. So, um, yeah, tomorrow I am here. Tuesday, I bought supplies for a pattern that I'm kitting up for later. I realized I got 40 count fabric for it. Oh my God, I'm shaking in my boots. This won't get started anytime soon. Yeah, Yeah. No, I'm sorry. 40 count is just no, no. You know who likes working on 40 count is Sarah the Stitching Mommy. She likes she likes doing that. Speaking of that, that's another theme where all these temperature stitches, right? Everybody was into doing their own temperature stitch. Now, I'm not into that. I'm just not. It's just, with the winter that we had, no, 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 no. I know it was all about cats and dogs. And then remember, all about roosters. Remember that one? All about roosters. And then it went to farmyard, anything to do with farming. Mm. So, yeah, I don't know this year. I don't know. What is he doing? Still, I don't know what he's doing. He was grinding it a bit around the oval on both sides, and then he flipped it over. I don't know. Maybe there's something in there. The interesting stuff that goes on in a very small town. It's like you can't get away with nothing in a small town because somebody's going to see it. Most people have put temperature stitching on hold now or quit. Started a new plan, so you'll see a new one. Okay. I haven't watched her in quite a while. I'd like to, but I haven't. I just, I've been into my audiobooks and I just, I turn the TV off. Oh, just a minute. Oh, there. Oh, oh, tipped you over. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There. Okay, is that going to stay? Yeah. Okay, hopefully. Hopefully so. Sorry about that. Yeah, anything that can happen will happen here. Hmm. Yeah, I'll have to watch her. I just haven't gotten caught up with. I'll watch a little bit of something and then I'm dragged away and I have to do something or I go for my walk and that. And I've been having trouble with my signal here. Speaking of which, because we're in bad weather, if I lose you, I will, unless it drops me completely, I I'll hang on. She's going to have categories and spin the wheel to see what she stitches next. All her 270. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, I just, I think it's wonderful if people can do that. My brain does not, it does not work like that. I have to work basically on one project or perhaps two. And because I know they're in July when I start working on winter sampler that I'm going to work on it part of the time and um, time traveler the rest of it. So just so I can get it done. And of course, then I also want to get working here on um, Egyptian sampler. Right there. I want to get working on that one. So, because I'd like to get it finished. Just so that it's gone. I haven't worked on it. Even though Xe sent me, oh, it's really dark now. So just be mindful here if the power goes out. Okay. So yeah. So oh, we're pretty quiet today, huh? Nobody else is talking. Nobody else is talking. I know there's a lot of people who aren't on here because it's Sunday. But in 2 weeks, like next Sunday, there is a live. Oh gosh, why is this? This thing keeps moving on me. Let's see here. I do it like that. Okay, right there. Oh, now the wind's picked up. Oh, now you're going the other way. Like I can't get a happy medium with this thing. Oh gosh. No, that's too low. Let's try that. It just keeps sliding. So, but yeah, it's really dark here and the wind is really blowing. So just be prepared in case it goes off. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah, temperature stitching was not something that I enjoyed. No. I'm just I don't like piddly stuff like that. I think it looks nice. It looks beautiful and all that. But no. No, no, no. She mentioned that she was joining the live today. Maybe she'll join later. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. She could have been that she had company come or something. Yeah. So, like I said, next Sunday there is a live. Okay. Which is what, the 14th? Yeah, the 14th. And then the following week, the Saturday will be the live because that's when Father Paul is coming. Yeah, boy, is it dark out there. Dark, dark, dark. And of course, I can't find my phone that I can see if there's tornado warnings or anything. I have no idea where. Where did my phone? Is that not crazy? No, I'm not sitting on it. I know, because people always ask, are you sitting on it? Are you sitting on it? No, not there. No. Oh my gosh, not there. Yes. No. I am having a time. I'm getting mad at this thing. I want to just chuck it. It's worked fine for the longest time. And now all of a sudden, it does not want to. It's the hinge or something is giving. Yeah, I don't know where. I don't know if did I put my phone over there? I don't know. I don't know where I put it. No, it's not over there. Normally it's bright and sunny here, but I even have the light on up here. That's how dark it is. It's almost like it's 10 o'clock at night. So yeah. No, I will go and check out Jen's um, video and see what she's up to. Like I said, I just have not been watching. Most of the time, I'll watch and then I will just fast forward and watch a little bit again. And your eyes were so close to the camera, I thought you were looking into my soul. I was. I was. I was. Yeah, this darn thing, I'm telling you, it's just, you could probably see my nose hairs. Whoa. I wish you could see it out here. It's just dark. And the wind. At least my Canadian flag is flying. I haven't had birdies coming around for quite a while. For a couple of weeks or a week and a half or something. I guess they're all sitting on their nests. I guess they're all there. And once it is that they got their fledglings and they bring them, I'll bring them here to eat. So, yeah, because I had filled up the bird feeder and within one 24-hour period, it was right empty. And I put feed in there last week sometime. Still there. Boy. I don't know what. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Right. Holy crow. I wonder if, as far as I saw, there was, I think they said a potential that it could develop. But, yeah, I don't know. But see, it all depends on how it comes off the lake. And can it gain speed on the other side and then come over this way? So, now the wind died off. It just died off. And now it's raining. Uh, not. We normally don't get real bad summer weather, but I mean, I guess it is just like that. It doesn't matter what time of year it is; it'll go like that. almost done this with this color, I think. Do I have more? Oh, I got more here. So Tuesday, I'm hoping to get my video done early, and I'll post that because then I'm going up to Ashern, and I should be back 12:31, I would imagine. I figure I have to go up there anyways, so I might as well do that. Okay, so where am I here? Yeah. We're here, it's not like it is in Oklahoma, Kansas. There, we have the lakes here. And so, yes, I know further south, like Alberta and Saskatchewan gets a lot. Well, I don't know, a lot, but they get, they do get some tornadoes. And it just depends on if it can get moving fast enough. But usually when it goes over the lake, it slows down. So, and it'll dump a lot of its water in the lake. So then by the time it gets to here, it's petering out. Okay, so for the other question, and you can still answer what you think the theme is going to be for the rest of the year into next year, what you think will be the focus. What the, oh my gosh, is it ever coming down? Wow, wow, wow. At least it's not snow. At least it's not, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, is it coming? We don't normally get flooded here, but it can flood. So, but the second question, yeah, so the first question is, what do you think that the theme is or will be for this, the rest of this year into next year? If you've heard rumors or anything like that, where it's going. The second question is, and thank you, Exie, for posting this, and I like it. If you had one day that you could spend with any designer, any designer, who would you spend it with? And why would you spend it with that designer? Oh my gosh. It's like God emptied out the bucket and it's just coming down. Like I said, if it goes off, I'll try and get back on. But if I can't get back on, yeah, I'm afraid that's, I can't do anything about it. Well, the farmers can't complain here about there being a drought this year. No. We're supposed to get rain right through for the next couple of weeks. Like it's coming down so heavy. You can barely see. Like it looks like fog across. And I can hear the thunder roll. And the thunder rolls. Yeah. 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 So then, yeah, so this Tuesday, I'm going up to Ashern. And then the following Tuesday, on the 16th, I have a doctor's appointment. And I think we're leaving at about 8:30. So I'm hoping to get my video done early. I was up because of this clown right here at 4:30 this morning. This is just, I don't, gosh, is it torrential? Torrential rain, I would say. Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, so they're just too many. Oh, okay. Let me see. I'm not sure who be my one and only choice, as there are so many designers I love to meet and be with. Lavender and Lace, yes. Teresa Wensler, Joan Elliott, Barbara Batts, just to name a few. Just too many. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, I wouldn't mind sitting down with, um, what's her name? Stitching with the Housewives. S- Um, Chelsea and Priscilla. Drew a blank there. Drew a blank there. Yes, I did. So, yeah, I would like to talk to them. Um, yes, Teresa Wensler, Joan Elliott for sure. Um, Lindsay Waite from Primrose Cottage. Um, I'm trying to think of others. And like, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. Um, oh my gosh. I'm trying to think. Lavender and Lace, yes, but she's passed on. Um, I don't know. Um, whoever designs for Plum Street samplers, Shannon Christine. I'm trying to think of all the designers I have stitched over the years. Mirabilia, Corbett. I don't know. I don't know. There's just too many to count. I just don't know. It's a good question, but if I had to pick one, just one, I would probably, because I'm working on Joan Elliott's designs, I'd probably want to talk to her. Yeah, that's what I would like. But I don't know who I'd go second, third. I have no idea. I'd like to spend a day with each one of them. How's that? You know, I'd have to probably put their name in a hat and then pick. Yeah, it's just so hard to choose. I just don't know. I got another question for you guys. Just a minute. Do you ever look at a pattern and think with that pattern, I'd like to change it? I'd like to change it up, change the colors, change whatever. And do you? Do you follow through on that? I know here on Time Traveler, I've changed a few colors in the dress because I just didn't have them. Just didn't have them. They're probably there somewhere in some other bag, and I'd have to cannibalize from them, but I will just go and just grab one in the family. Like I on the dress it was supposed to be, I think it was 816 and I didn't have it, so I used 814 and I just put that in there because it's the same kind of red. It's in the same family. It's not going to matter. It is not going to matter. Do you feel guilty if you go in and change? Ah, if you go in and change the pattern, do you think it's not being true to the designer? I know there are a lot of designers who appreciate it and enjoy it when you change their patterns. Like lavender and lace ones and mirabilia ones and stuff like that. Like there are two designs from lavender and lace that I would love to change. I just cannot stand the colors. One is, what was it? And her head, her neck. She's turned at such an odd angle, and her eyes are like this. Is Evangeline, and the other one I think is World Peace Angel. That one. I just don't like all the colors. I know what she was trying to do. She was trying to incorporate, you know, the oceans and the snow and the rainforests and deserts and things like that. I know what she was doing, but I just It just never, it just never resonated with me, I guess is the right word. Well, it's clearing out a little bit. It's supposed to get to 33 degrees today. That I know. Alrighty, so here. Oh, get over here. Yeah. Do, 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 do. So it's funny. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? There's 12 of you on here. There's 4 thumbs up, and it's only been Christina who's been chatting. Are the rest of you lurkers? And I love lurkers. What would make me really happy is if you are just coming across my channel is to I know you are Christina. Yeah, I know. But where's everybody else? You're the only one. Ah, Janet. I'm following Jen. I have already pulled my 74 whips. Oh, you have 74 whips? Oh my gosh. Well, who am I to complain? Because I probably have just as many, if not more. Mm. Yes, those who live in glass houses should not. Yes, hi, Janet. Just joined. Oh, that's good. Um, yeah, those in glass houses should not throw stones. Yes, I know. You know, I'm just as guilty for whips. I am just as guilty for whips. Absolutely, I am. Yes, yes, yes. It's I'll have to go and watch Jen. Like I said, I just have not been watching. I just, like this morning, I didn't want to put the TV on in case the power went out and it would flip off everything and all of that. And even though I have surge protectors, I still don't. I still don't care for it. So, and the audio book I'm listening to is Nathan Highstead. Um, the Glass. Uh, yeah, there's Janet Faith, and then there's Janet Kirby. Who's that? The other one? Janet. Yeah, Jeanette Kirby. Jeanette Kirby. Yeah. Yeah, it gets a little bit when people have the same names. Yes, yes, you're right, Janet. That's who it is. Jeanette Kirby. I thought it said Janet, but let me see here. I can do this. This. So, what is everybody stitching on this fine Sunday? We're getting waterlogged here. But it is, whatever the system was, it's gone past now. And it's just cloudy and it's moved to the east. So, So I'm working here on, I'm working on Jesus the Good Shepherd. This is my project that I work on here during my live, because I've decided to work on this. I want to get it done because I want to give it to the church. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I don't know. I thought I heard something out there. And if you're just new here, I do a video usually every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I will do that. I'm going to try and get One Nation done this week while I'm at my daughter's watching her dogs. 4 cats and 9 goats. Oh my goodness. Quite the menagerie. And a partridge in a pear tree, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I know I'd like to get back and work on Lady in the Woods at some point. When that is, I don't know. But I do know for Christmas in July or seasons in July, whatever you want to do, I'm going to work on this one. It's backwards. I know. But it says winter up here. And then you got your Santa and skate, kids skating, you know. And I got this one from Fairy Cross Stitch. Oh yeah, Juliet said there was something here. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Yeah, it is. I do have it as a. Let me see here. I do have it. This is a printed one. Yeah, right there. This is a 16 count. And I got this from fairycrossstitch.com. And I do have the PDF that I bought from the website Cooler Designs. So I like them. There's a lot of back stitching. Oodles of back stitching. Oh my gosh. And there's lots of um, fractional stitches in that. I think I'm falling down here. Oh gosh, right there. So I thought, well, I'm going to try that. I think I'm going to have the PDF there though, too. And if I don't like the color that they've used, I'll use the color that they have on the PDF. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, Juliet. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Yeah. Or maybe it's clearing out now. That would be good. But I mean, for July, you can work on whatever you want, right? If you like to work on Christmas, work on that. If you like Hanukkah, work on that. If you like seasonal, work on that. If you don't like any of that, or winter, or like in the southern hemisphere, it would be summer coming up in in December. And it's whatever it is that, but that's what I'm going to work on. And in between, I'm going to work on my time traveler. So I'm just going to see how I do. And that'll be another whip in my repertoire. Yeah. So for those of you that just joined us, what do you think is the up and coming design focus that designers are kind of leaning towards for the second half of 26 and the beginning of 27? What do you think? Do you think it's going to be animals, birds, um, flowers, um, chickens, dogs or cats, horses? I'm not a horse person. I think they're beautiful animals, but I'm not a horse person. No, not at all. I just don't know what is out there. I don't know what's up and coming. And I've watched a lot of designers to see what they're doing. And I haven't seen Hello from Liz Matthews in a while. I just don't know what is the direction that the designs are going. And like I said earlier, it's cyclical, right? That it is there that um, sometimes um, it's all about birds for the year, or various kinds of dogs, or wild animals, or you know, is it going to be a jungle theme or a forest theme or something? You know, I don't know. I have no idea. I have not seen anything where there have been various designers and they're going for the same thing. I know that they're all doing with the US 250, and hope soon that's going to come to an end, which is good. Same question to you. What do you think? What do I think? What do I think? I just have here, I'm just going to look here on my tablet. I'm just going to see what I've got in my tablet to see what I think could possibly be. Okay, just a minute. Come on, go. There, okay. Um, like honeybees was really big there 2 years ago or whatever. And I have one here from Shannon Christine. It's the B sampler. And then it's like sunflowers were really big. Remember them? Yeah. And I know that Carolyn Manning, she's got new designs and that all the time. I've got a few of hers. Um, I, I just don't know. What is this one? Oh, I don't know what that design was. Um, like, oh gosh, wait a minute. Here. For a while there, it were like all these kind of houses and cottages, right? And this, it's a circle, okay? But this is just how it goes into Pattern Keeper. Folk art. Um, See, this was another, houses were really big. And then, oh, and then come the fall, it's going to be all about pumpkins. I have a lot of Shannon Christine ones. Um, yeah, I, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. See, right there, I have the, oh gosh, back over. I have the cooler designs, the winter. Oh, and I have autumn right here. I bought them, they were on sale there. Okay, well, that's it. That's all I've got right now. On here. I have more here on my iPad, but a lot more on my iPad. But I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But I do love all the fall colors. Yeah, so do I, Jeanette. So do I. Well, I was born in October, so and up here where we are, yes, fall comes early. Yes, it does. And but I'm hoping and praying this year it's going to be a long, long, long autumn with warmer, hot temperatures and a very warm winter with not much snow. Am I asking too much? Am I asking too much? After the winter we had? Oh my gosh, the never ending winter. Yeah, I don't know what is I don't know what is possibly coming up. I don't know. I don't know. I have not seen it. But Christina was right earlier. I think they're going to be doing Christmas here in July. Yeah. Christmas and winter scenes and that. But yeah. But the reason why I didn't go with Christmas in July is because I know there are people here who do not celebrate Christmas, who are not Christmas people. Um, you know, and hi, Lynette. in southwest of England, UK, where we get a lot of rain in autumn and all year round. Yeah, you come here, Jeanette. Come to Manitoba. We will show you what a polar vortex, what that is like. You don't have winter like we have winter. No. I mean, they do, say, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming. They'll have, right? But still, Manitoba gets those polar vortexes every single winter. Every single winter. And last winter was phenomenal. Sometimes we get where it's now, mind you, lately, the last 10 years or more, the temperature has been like down to about minus 30. And that's Celsius. And but years ago, it used to get down to the minus 40s, and it would get into the minus 60s with the wind chill. So that was cold. I remember one day I was going to work, and I didn't have that far to go. Um, and my car sat outside, and it took half an hour for it to warm up. And even when I left, I had square tires, figuratively, not um, square tires. It was just that they were just, it was sluggish moving them, and it felt like, yeah, where they sat on the ground, and yeah, I love the cold weather, but that sounds a bit too cold for me. Yeah, like I said, people don't. They complain about their winter, and they say, "Oh, it's so cold. Oh yeah, we get snow. Oh yeah, we get whatever." No, you don't. No, you don't. We're not even here in the snow belt. Down in Ontario, where we used to live, that was the snow belt. That's where you get the temperatures are a bit warmer, but you get lots and lots and lots of snow. You get dumped on. Here it is that you get the winds and the cold. The cold. And come winter, I'm very rarely outside. Very rarely do I go outside. I only go when I absolutely have to. And that's the way most people are here. I mean, you've got your diehards. You've got, well, the cattle farmers, they have to get out. And, and that. And there are the snowmobilers and ice fishers and I don't know, whatever else, you know. They like to get out there in the winter. I don't. I hibernate. I hibernate. I just don't. Um, I just don't. Me and winter just do not get along. Not at all. And people say, "Oh yeah, well it's so cold." Well, for you guys in the south, it may be, it may be cold, but it's not as cold as here. Like it's like you're in a deep freeze. Even a deep freezer is warmer than what it is. Yeah, I just do not. I do not go anywhere. I don't even drive in the winter. How was the barbecue yesterday? Well, it was really good. I took over my sausage, vegan sausage, and they had the buns there. Oh, I had somebody had this onion salad. It was just onions, and it had like vinegar and probably a little bit of sugar in there. I thought, oh, was it good? Was it good? Absolutely. I've never tried that before. It was so good. It was so, so good. I bet you there were a lot of tears shed over it when they were making that. I'd like to know who made it because it was so good. I've never seen that before. Never, ever, ever. So I wish I could have gotten more of it, but you know, can't be greedy. And they had coleslaw, and they had, oh gosh, they had potato salad, but I didn't try the potato salad because it's got eggs in there. And they might have had bacon in there. I don't know. And I don't know what else. There was a couple of other salads. And then they had ice cream for dessert, which I didn't have. No. So, but it was good. You paid $10, and that goes, it's for membership to the museum. And with that, you got a free meal. But I had to take my own sausage because they don't have vegan stuff there. And, but it was very, very good. Very good. Yeah. They had a lot of people there. Actually, I went at about 20 after 11. And as I was walking down the street, there goes Juliet and John. They were going there. So I went and paid for it. And then I got my hot dog or a sausage, whatever. And then I went and sat with them. We were about 8 people at a picnic table. So, yeah. So it was good. And then I walked home. Yeah. I don't mind supporting like that. I live in this community and I'm going to help support the community. Now, next Saturday is the Shadows in Starlight. So I don't know where my phone is because I could have shown you pictures from last year, but I got a different headpiece for me. It is a fantasy, medieval, Renaissance, that kind of thing. And I'm going to wear the same dress, but I've just got a different. Did I ever show you what my headpiece looks like? Anybody remember if I showed it to you? If not, I'll show it. I'll go get it. I'll go get it. It's a French hood. Just a minute. Yeah, because last year I had, oh gosh, this thing's going to be the death of me yet. Um, Last year, oh, I just had a band, a headband, and I put a veil on that. So this year, and I got this from Timu before I quit Timu. And I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna. But I had wanted a black one, and they sent me blue. So I'm just seeing here. Oh yeah, where is it? Oh, here, like this and this. Okay, wait a minute. Not that one and that one. Okay. So what I decided here, I got a black veil. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. So this is the black veil. Okay. So, and it's got a comb there. And just a minute. This is my headpiece. And the black veil will be here. Put it like that, I think. I don't know if you can really see that it's blue. Yeah, I decided to get the one here with all the stuff around it. But I've got to set it up. Yeah, that's how it goes. But that is, see, you can tell it's blue when you kind of turn it. And my dress is yellow and black. But I don't think that it's going to be really, and then the veil sits like this. Okay. So, oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. But I mean, I look at it. Maybe it is black. Maybe it is black, and it's just my eyes. Maybe it's just my eyes. So, oh well. So that's what I'm going to be wearing. And I'm going to see what it's going to be. I'm going to have um, pearl type drop earrings down here. And yeah, so that is what I am wearing. That's next Saturday. And it starts at 10. So I'm going to go for around 10 o'clock. You know, I want to go before it gets really busy in the afternoon. And besides that, it gets really loud. And like last year, they were asking for comments and suggestions. No, no, she doesn't go to things like that. No, no. This is the second year for it. Mm. So last year um, they had asked for comments and suggestions and stuff like that. So I gave it to them. For one thing was that you really could not hear the because they had authors there who write fantasy and stuff like that, and they you couldn't hear them when they would do their reading out of their books because there was so much noise going on. They needed a quiet corner as a reader's corner because I sat there and I tried to hear, but even with the speakers and like it was just too much. It was just too much. Then when they were playing music, the music was loud, loud, loud. And the arena or the community hall is just, it's not that big. It's not like um Dodger Stadium or something. I don't know. Or where the Blue Jays play or where the Gold Eyes play here, you know. It's not like that. It's smaller. It's a country, you know. And then they had everybody was coming in, funneling in, and they had all the tables with stuff that they were trying to sell. Like they had food, they had sewing stuff, they had, and all of that. And there was no room. There was no room to walk. So I told them, I said, you've got to do something different. Because if I'm walking down there next Saturday, I'm taking my walker with me, Betty, my buggy. And I need room for Betty. And if you've got so many people in there, it is just like you were squished like this. You couldn't even talk to anyone because they couldn't hear you. Well, didn't they just kind of take well, I don't know if it was a hissy fit or not, but they just did not appreciate it. Oh, and I told them they had the, um, what do you call it, silent auction. And I donated to the silent auction. I put in 2 or 3 kits. People come during the day, but no, they didn't put it out during the day where people could get it. They only put it out at about 8 o'clock at night. And because they wanted people to come to the fantasy ball. And I told them, I said, it shouldn't be at night, it should be during the day. You're losing money by having it at just at night because there's only a fraction of the people that are going to be there, you know. But yeah, they did kind of, I don't know if it was a hissy fit or not, but they did not appreciate it. Because I tried to donate for this year again. Nobody responded. No. I thought, well, that's fine. Stick your nose where the sun don't shine. You know, like I already donated there to when we have creamery days in July. So Sandra had asked me, and I donated 3 kits. And I said, I will keep donating as long as I've got kits. But as soon as I run out, I'm afraid that's going to be it. So, and especially if I'm going to be stitching, um, doing stitching classes. Hi, Jonah. Hi, Jonah boy. So, and I also said last year, what they should have done is they had a place so that you can have photographs taken, and there was nobody there during the day. It was only at night. A lot of people do not go out at night, and I'm one of them. I do not. And so, anyway, yeah. Oh, well, I think I am done that color. I think I, oh, no, I got more here. And yeah, so I'm going to try it this year again. And I'm only buying one dress, because I haven't got the money to go out there and buy more of them than that. So yeah, but my headpiece will be different because last year I had done like a velveteen, and I almost passed out. It was so hot. That's the other thing I complained about. It was way, uh, it was way too hot. I do get these like knives in my head, so I get a sudden, yeah. So yeah, it was way too hot because it was such a small area, and you've got all these people in there, and they're all generating body heat, and it's just, and as soon as you come in and you pay your $5 to come in, like you're right in the crowd. You're right in the crowd. And they should have it that people move one way around. But no, everybody was going whichever way they wanted to. I only made these as suggestions, right? To, I think I can turn this off now. I only made them as suggestions because that's what they were asking for. And to to be treated like that, well, I know there were some other people that I knew that were helping them out last year. No, they won't help them anymore. It's a very cliquey group that's doing it. And yet they want people to come, but they're making it, and I want to help support, you know, these things. And I had never been to a Renaissance fair, um, ever. So when they brought that out for last year, I thought, oh yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. So, but I'm gonna try it this year and see. And yeah, so I guess we'll see. So I usually just go. Well, last year I went just for a couple of hours and then walked home. Oh no, I was living over at the other house at that time. Yeah, I didn't move here until the 28th of July. So yeah, yeah. So, but, I they want people to give them suggestions, but when they do, they don't want to hear it. And that's not how you grow an event like this. So, and I said, like, they should have that, like, they should do food stalls or whatever it is outside. Last year it was very hot, and that would have been good had they had it outside, you know. But oh, and they were trying to do a play on the stage, and you couldn't hear them, and then you couldn't hear the people. Um, like they were um, trying to sell you stuff and that. And yeah, so I don't know what they're doing different this year. But I thought I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what it's like. Last year, I was so excited. So excited. This year, I'm not so. No, not so. No. But I am willing to try it again. I know it was only their first year, but it is like if you want to learn and grow for these events, you've got to listen to what people are saying because hopefully it will be okay this year. Yeah, they can only get better, hopefully. But it was just like I figured there'd be tents outside and with the banners and everything else, and there was next to nothing outside last year. And last year was hot. This year, I'm not sure. I think it's supposed to be cooler, like 17 or something, 18 degrees. That can change between that one there. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. But I know that I was not very, it was too compact, too many people in a small area, not enough room for people, and especially people who have, what if you came in a wheelchair? I'm taking Betty because especially if I'm walking down there. Now, if I'm driving down there, like say the weather is rainy or something like that, but if I can walk down there, I'm going to walk down there because it's not that far. It's only a block and a half. So, but we'll see. And yeah, last year I bought a cherry pie. So, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. But I am looking forward to it. So then, and last year it was that they had the museum barbecue, membership barbecue, and that going on the same day. Yeah. So this time round, I'm glad to have seen that they put it on a different weekend because I complained about that too, you know. And I know that it really affected them over there at the museum. So, and that's what we want. We want to have so that people will stop in and that. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a fantastic idea. But the thing is, you really got to listen to what the people are saying. They want you to succeed. They don't want you to fail. And um, yeah, they want you to have a good event because that can only improve our town. It can be an event here in our town. It's just like when they started the Roger Kimley Folk Festival. I don't know what year it is now. This year, 7? I think it's the 7th year now. And they've taken criticism and taken it and put it out there. And so I'm hoping I can go too to that. Last year I got um, a free ticket, so maybe I can get another one for this year. And then I drive over there and then I just walk on the fairgrounds. But they're supposed to have more food trucks, which is good because they really didn't have very much there. I don't even think they had. I don't even know what they had. So, but I'm trying to help support, all these endeavors and that. I think that's good. Oh, the one that I won't go for is Bolorama. No. And usually in August, they have a horse competition here. Um, Usually on the long weekend in August, I think. And so, but I won't go to. I don't go to the horse thing, and I don't. I'm not interested in it, and I'm not interested in the Bolorama. It's not my. Oh, and they will have. What is it? What else do they have? They have tractor pulls, I think. We have a tractor pull here. I I mm, I can't remember because I don't go to it. So, and Lundar has the egg fair. I'm not sure when that is. That could be next weekend too. I don't know. So, yeah. But see, when you're coming from the south, you'll hit Lundar first before you hit here. Hi, baby girl. This is Mommy's bubble boils. Hi, beautiful girlie. This is Mommy's beautiful girlie. This is Mommy's Ruthie girl. Did you have something to eat? Yes. She's cleaning now. Bist du am Putzen? Bist du am Putzen? That's Mommy's girlie. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to try. I'm going to see what it's like for this year again. And but I'm not donating anything more to them. They did not. No. When I suggested that they put the silent auction during the day, that people can see it and put their, and they said, oh, well, we want it so that they'll come in the evening. Well, you're missing a whole group of people. You're going to have families. You're going to have, some of the older folks. You're going to miss all of them. And they want to help support. But no. So, and I didn't go to the ball because I don't go out in the evening. I just don't. My day usually stops at about 5:30. Mm. And then I go through my nightly routine. And then and then I'll lay in bed and I'll just watch TV or give my back a rest. And yeah, and I'll listen to my audiobook and that. So like I said, next Sunday there is a live. And the live is from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Yes. Okay. I don't know if we're going to stay on daylight time. Nobody's said anything. So, and I'm hoping to have more pictures for next Sunday that I can show you from the Renaissance Fair, Shadows in Starlight. So I think maybe our weather isn't stopped. I have one of my, see here, one of my varicose veins right there. It's popped up, and it's sore. Mm-mm. I have them behind my left knee, and it'll do that occasionally. It'll just pop up and become very sore. And alrighty, where are you? Where are you? Right here. I don't know what the question will be for next Sunday. I look forward to next Sunday. Yes, yes. I'm looking forward to it too. And then it will be the Saturday after that one, okay, which I don't know is what day, but next Sunday is alive. The following Saturday is alive because on the Sunday, I think it's the 21st, I think, Father Paul is coming. So, yeah, that's my AC unit that's making that noise. Hey, Ruthie. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I am. I am. And I think it'll be good. And I'll see what I'm gonna pick up any baking or anything. I don't know. I mean, they have other things there. They had a guy there. He was doing like a Viking, and he was making coins, but it was just with metal pieces, and he would just boom. And so, anyways, and then yeah. So I don't know who's all going to be there next weekend. I don't know. I have no idea. But it was well attended last year, so that's promising. Yeah. I know there's a lot of people, they come like Vikings, and they come elves and fairies and little folk, wee folk, um, gnomes. Uh, I happen to like the Tudor period, Renaissance period. That's what I like. I do like the Victorian era too, but I just like the. There's no way I was going to get cinched into a like this. No way. I want to breathe. I want to. I don't want to pass out. So, and I don't like the time there during the 1700s. With the wide skirts, or the what were they called? The big hoop skirts there. during the Civil War and that on the plantations, that kind of thing. No, no, not my thing. So maybe some of them will go like Game of Thrones. I don't know. I'm just hoping that they do other things this year. I really do. Because I'd like to keep going as long as I'm able to go, that I can go. Because I bought my dress there a year ago, so I want to take full advantage of it. But yeah. Okay, come on, go in there. Come on. So I don't know what the question will be for next Sunday. If somebody has a question, Exie usually comes up with some. Maybe tell me what you're going to be working on for, or if you are going to be working on Christmas in July, seasons in July, winter in July, summer in July, whatever it is. Are you planning on doing anything for July? I know this year was dragging for what do they call the I'm getting a blank again. Mine is a secret. I think it's going to be Lindsay Waite's Winter Rules. Because I was thinking about doing that one. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Nope. Because I know you already did Christmas Rules. Is it is it a winter theme or something, or is it just seasonal? You're going to work on autumn rules, beehive rules, or hive rules, whatever it is. I did that. Yes, I did that one. And I was tempted to work on either Christmas rules or on winter rules. So, oh, it's at Christmas? Wow. I know you like Santas, and I know you got a couple of patterns from Exie with Santas on there. Woodland Santa, and I don't know what the other one was. And of course, I can't look it up because I don't know where my phone is. not not Saint, like not Nicholas, not Santa Claus. I don't know. I do not know. Unless you got one that I have no idea about. Hmm. So that's where I finished up the one color here. So I finished up his shepherd's hook. Yeah, because that's a different color down there. So that's where I'm at. So now I have finished up that one entire color. I like to color complete when I'm doing things. And where is my now? Now where did I put it? Where? Oh, where? Oh, where? Oh, where? Oh, yeah, here. Okay. Wow, I've got that, but where's my? Oh, here it is. Okay. So, what am I going to do right now? So, I'm going to do that one, I think, and that is number 10. Let's see what number 10 is. What is number 10? Oh, it's a yellow. It's 726 is what I'm working on next. Oh, oh my goodness. Here. Okay. So I've got a lot of that color. So, yeah. So that'll be good. And this is a 14 count that I'm working on here. There's five of them. So there's 30, 30 threads, right? 5 times 6. But yeah, 30. I was watching this guy on Facebook, and he was asking these people, said, can you tell me how many minutes are in a quarter of an hour? And they are there. Quarter of an hour. 25 minutes? Quarter of an hour. I wonder. I don't know. Like 40 minutes? Like they had nothing. Where did I put my needle now? I don't know where my needle went. You know, and they also said, like, if you drove 100 kilometers an hour and you drove for an hour, how far would you drive? They're going like 30? No idea. No idea. And they said, um, like for the States, they said, what continent are we in? And they would say, like, China? Or they'd say, like, Texas? And then, and then people are going to wonder why we are all scared of those people that are coming up to look after us, olders, that are going to be running this world after we're gone. Oh my gosh. They were asked to read a sentence, and the sentence had like words like procrastinate, um, um, other kind of bigger words, and they had no idea what it meant. Expeditionary. They had no idea. They said, I have no idea what that means. The word gauche. They had no idea what the word gauche means. That means like ugly and, like clashing and things. They had no idea. Like wearing orange pants with a lime green t shirt or something, But they have no idea. No idea. Oh, and they were asked, can you show me what quarter to two looks like? And they had a clock. Just do it. They were asked, um, how many dimes are in a dollar? No idea. Like, that is scary. That is scary. I don't know how, you know, I pity the people coming up. No wonder they want to go to have AI doing jobs because these people don't want to work. They don't want to learn anything, you know. What really has me is like they were showing I don't know if it was an Amazon warehouse or wherever it was. And they had all these robots going on all these tracks and they could all go all over the place. And they'd get, you know, whatever it was that they had to get. Can you imagine going to the grocery store? And that's what it is. That all you can do is put your order in and you go and pick it up. Even if it is, you don't pick it up. You know, like a lot of people, they want it delivered. And see, the thing is, out here, you don't get that. You don't get that. So, yeah. Half of my granddaughter's class was in the honor society in high school, and she's going to be a doctor. Hmm. Yeah, you will get that there's always going to be people in every high school that are going to, you know, they're going to make something of themselves. They're really intelligent, everything. But you get the majority of them nowadays, they have calculators to do it. They have phones that they can look it up and see what it means. They don't have to learn it. They don't have to memorize it. I mean, have you ever read people's tweets and Facebook messages? They don't know how to spell. I like to go to the shops myself where I can have a quick check with the person on checkout. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're already losing that one on one, right? We're already losing that. Can you imagine in the next 50 years that you're not going to have any interaction with anybody else? You might with your family, but it's all going to be done. I think there was a movie that was out. It was a Pixar movie or something like that. And there were all these people in these ships. And they had robots waiting on them, hand and foot, hand and foot, hand and foot. And they never did anything. And they didn't know what it was like to get up and walk. They couldn't walk. They were having trouble because they would do everything. They wouldn't have to walk anywhere. The chairs would move them and all of that kind of stuff. Can you imagine what that's going to be like? I really hope and pray that I'm gone. I'm gone. Well, I will be gone if in 50 years. I will be. So, because there's no way I'm living to 130, 140. I know they're trying to do that. They're trying to extend, the lifespan of people. But do you really want to be part of that? Oh my gosh. You don't have to cook and everything. The robot does it all and brings it to you. You don't even have to get off the chair. You don't have to do anything, like the Jetsons. What a sad state of the world would be in if that happened. I don't know. I do not know. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Terrifying thought. I'm in my 70s and glad I was born when I was. Yeah, I then can cross stitch more if you don't have to cook. I well, yeah, I agree with that. But I mean, like, oh my gosh, I just to not be outside in the fresh air, to not be where it's that you can get down and smell the flowers. I mean, everything's going to be artificial, AI, all that kind of stuff. Well, I was born in '58, so I'm kind of right behind you. I turned 68 in October, so but I mean, like here they're trying to get it that kids are not allowed to have tablets or use their phones in class. They have to hand their phones in at the beginning of the class, and then they go, and after class they can get it again. And I think that's good because kids don't know how to think anymore. They don't know what thinking is, problem solving. They don't know how to solve problems. You ask them, what is 50% of 10? They have no idea. They can't even, they don't even know how to put that all together. They don't know how to spell. Because why? Why learn how to spell when you've got spell check? And that we know isn't always good. So, anyway, I guess that is it. I want to thank you all so very much for joining me today. It was wonderful. Please wait for this video to upload, okay? Because it goes straight to private until it finishes uploading, and then I can uh, put it as public, okay? Otherwise, it will not, it won't, okay, until I do that. So, this is where I'm at. So, that's it. So, anyways, we'll see you then next Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I thought I was going to sneeze. And we'll see you then. Yes. Bye, Jeanette. Have a good day. I love England, even though I've never been there. Yeah. Anyways, we'll talk to you later. Toodaloodles, everybody.